Here in front of me is an update on my modified 2018 Tesla Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive. So you can see that this is the discontinued silver color, but from where we had our last video, same location, about 2 months later, you can see there's a lot of different things on the car. All of my emblems are now finished off in a lime green to kind of signify like a acid green or a battery color. Still have these same wheels, but the tires are getting pretty low, so won't have those for much longer. And then along the side, we've got the full blackout kit for the chrome. This is a Nikola Pro kit in the satin black color, and it goes all the way around the window trim, the door handles, and the side marker lights. And then I've got that green T in there as well. And then I do have window tint, which I believe was the only modification that I had last time. And you can see I've been putting lots of miles on the car, not too much tire left. And then in the back, I do have a matte carbon fiber rear wing, or rear spoiler, just a lip spoiler that's held on there by adhesive. And then I did get my personalized tag along with that green Tesla back here. Nothing to report anywhere else. Still haven't had any issues with the vehicle. I did get that front trunk replaced, which I will show you in a minute, the front trunk latch. Definitely need to do something about these wheels. They are curved up pretty bad, and then there's very little tire left, but you can see that the blackout kit really makes this Model 3 stand out with the contrasting silver color. And then I just love the lime green accents. So I'll go ahead and pop the front trunk and kind of explain a little bit about what was wrong with that. You can kind of see on the front, the paint protection film has kind of saved my butt a couple times for the rock chips that I get after driving for a while. But you can see I've got some donuts in here from this morning. We did a Cars and Coffee with the local Tesla club. But under here, the latch, the front trunk latch was an A part, and they replaced it with a B revision. I got that fixed. That's the only thing that I've needed Tesla service for. But that's the only issue so far with that. And then it comes down and latches just as normal, just like that. And then the rest of the modifications have come on the inside. And so you can see I've replaced the interior with an all red leather interior. They are just seat covers, and they tuck in really nicely. I don't love the center armrest, but I might change that in a little bit. And then I put the little Tesla vehicle on all the door releases because a lot of my passengers didn't really know how to get out of the vehicle. And back here we do have the carry-through red leather interior. It looks really good. My only complaint is that it doesn't go all the way down on the bottom there, but it has to fold the seat. But on the side here it looks really good, and it definitely does what I need it to. Just gives that little pop of color, and I've always wanted a red interior, so I really love these seat covers and how they look. And then inside, I've also got the matte carbon fiber dashboard to cover up the wood, and then the carbon fiber wrap in the middle, also from Nikola Pro. And this is really cool as well because when you open this up, it even covers this bottom piece right here. I've got the wireless charger, and excuse the mess of napkins, but this is what I use for Sentry mode. It works perfect. Haven't had any issues. And then I'll include some pictures as well. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but I do have those little LED lights that go all the way across. And so they go underneath the vent, just like this, all the way across. And there's two light strips that go on either side of here. You can turn those off and on by this button right here, just like this. You can see the color kind of come through. I'll include some pictures of it at night, but there's an app on your phone that you can use to charge it or to change the color. And everything is going well. I'll go ahead and shut the door here. But if you swipe over and look at my ownership, I do have 4,100 miles. I accidentally forgot to reset this from the time of purchase, and so there's probably another 500 miles or so on there, so almost 5,000 miles in my Model 3. I absolutely love it. Here are some of the stats. So I've got 62,581 miles, and then again, this vehicle does have full self-driving with premium connectivity. This is the version I'm currently on, but everything is working fantastic. I've had no other issues. I love driving the car, and everything's working just as expected. I want to go over a few things that I like and I don't like about the Model 3 just after 2 months and about 4,000 miles. One of the only complaints I have is the climate control. I'm not a big auto climate kind of guy, and so I kind of like to mess with my own fan speeds and everything, but it's a little tough to go into the screen and kind of move it around like this. It's a cool concept and everything, but I do wish that I could just move a vent real quick, or I didn't have to go through the screen to use everything. I have gotten used to it. One thing that's great is being able to leave the climate on if I just run into the store. It's a really nice feature that I didn't really think that I needed, but I do like. Another thing that I don't really love is having to go in here to do your different wiper controls. It's not that big of a deal. But again, that's just something that I don't love. But the rest of the car, I don't really have any other complaints at all. It's a little tough to get summoned to work at times, and I did notice that my trip planner doesn't always route me to the supercharger I want to go to. And so, for example, I live in Northwest Arkansas, and I was traveling to Oklahoma City. And so let's say I wanted to go to Oklahoma City. Well, I don't know what that is, but so if I wanted to go to Oklahoma City, now it's pulling up the Catoosa supercharger in Tulsa and saying I need to charge for about 15 minutes. But instead it would just say that I would need to go below 55 or 65 or whatever and conserve energy but not stop. So that's one thing to keep in note. I do use a better route planner just to double check the Tesla trip planner. And again, I know that this is technically in beta, but that's one thing to note as well. But everything else works really well. I absolutely love having premium connectivity. Just being able to touch the button right here, voice command, and play any song that I want. I absolutely love that. One thing that I have gotten used to that I really do enjoy as well is if I've got different appointments on my Apple Calendar, it will sync into the screen and even navigate if I have an address on there and keep everything going. Another cool feature is I've got automatic navigation for home and work, meaning when I get into the car at 5 o'clock, if there is like a traffic jam on the highway, it will automatically route me to surface streets so I don't get stuck in traffic on the way home, which is a pretty cool feature. And this car honestly is just incredible. I love the smart garage door opener up here, so you just drive up to the house and it will automatically open it up. That's pretty great. But honestly, everything is going great so far. Still getting used to the car and still learning new things about it every day. The heated seats do work pretty well, even with the seat covers on, which is a great feature. I would like a heated steering wheel, but beggars can't be choosers, so I would much rather have all this other tech rather than just a heated steering wheel. But everything else is great, and I'm looking forward to many more miles with the Model 3. I love the car so much. I'm probably going to do a few more things, but if you have any questions about anything that we went over in this quick video about my modifications or anything, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer where I got them and if I would recommend the purchase for your Model 3 or not. So thanks for watching. I thought it would be kind of fun to include a quick 0 to 60. This is not scientific whatsoever. As you can see, we're going a little bit downhill and then uphill, but this is a closed road, and I'll do my best to hold the camera. But this will just be a acceleration from 0 to 60 on a long range rear wheel drive Model 3 on the 18-inch aero wheels with no caps. So here we go. pretty quick.